One Piece. This is One Piece chapter 1053. New Emperors.
Let's go.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about on this one. So let's get started. We start off with
your shit, boy.
Yeah, we start off with the Gorosei continuing to freak the fuck out. They're like, "Whoa, we didn't say to print all this shit. Why'd you print this picture? Why'd you put the D in his name?" You know, like they're just like freaking out over the wanted posters that we were alluded to last week. We get we get a shot of big news of Morgan.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, he's out here just like getting calls from the military to cease and desist. But our boy Morgans does not give a shit. All he cares about is the scoop, baby.
You ain't putting no restrictions on me, son.
Yeah, no, he sent it out.
Put this news out. That's my name.
Yeah, he got all the news too. He talked about how like a Big Mom's ship vanished in Wano. He got all the fucking tea, dude. It's crazy.
Everything.
Yeah.
And put the B on Luffy's name.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, he did not. Pause. Pause, I guess.
Yo.
So, we get a 2-page spread. Oh, is that your cat?
Yeah, did you hear her?
No, I don't hear her, actually.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, we get a 2-page spread revealing the new bounties of Eustace Kid, Trafalgar Law, and Monkey D. Luffy. Last but not least, they are all at an equal 3 billion berries. Luffy is pictured in his Gear 5 form, laughing his ass off. You know, using the spirit of Nika. I think Kid and Law also have new photos. Whoever Morgan's new like photographer is. He just be captured. Actually, it says that they got the pictures from CP0. So, yeah, that's where they got the pictures from. But pretty good, nonetheless. So, yeah, they're just reacting to that. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats are not really the wiser. They're out partying. Jinbei's the only one at this dining hall. Because, you know, they set up a whole, like, organized and fancy samurai meal for them. Jinbei's the only one there, and he's like, none of them could wait for 2 hours. They're already outside partying. And we cut to them partying immediately. Luffy, Yamato, and Chopper are all just having a great time out there, doing the Straw Hat party thing, all that stuff. And then we get an interesting tidbit of news. We cut to Robin underneath the castle. She's admiring these like dolls, these Kokeshi dolls. And that's when Tengu comes in, and he's like, "You're admiring my dolls, Nico Rodman." And she's like, "Whoa, how'd you know my name? And why is your collection in here, in this place?" And Tengu reveals that he was imprisoned there for a long time. And Robin's like, "Wait, weren't you a blacksmith? Why were you here?" And he said, I was a pretty good blacksmith for a while, but you know, it was only for fun. It was a hobby. Ruling a kingdom could be so tiring. And then he takes off his Tengu mask, and it's revealed that Tengu is actually Kozuki Sukiyaki, the father of Odin.
You're not going to get a drop of that?
I did. Didn't you hear it?
Oh, I can hear it.
Well, you're hearing it.
This cat keeps me at one.
Yeah. Yeah, you take care of your cat. But in any case, yeah. Odin's father was alive this whole fucking time. Robin takes it kind of well. She's like, "Whoa. Does Momo know?" And yeah, he has no intention of telling him that he's alive. Basically, after the attack on the palace where Odin died and Toki teleported everybody to the future, Sukiyaki managed to escape, and he was about to commit seppuku right on the spot. But you know, I guess he was gonna like go into what he did that stopped him. But that's when Robin interrupts him and reveals another fucking bombshell. She mentions that she's certain somewhere that the ancient weapon Pluton is somewhere in Wano. And it turns out Sukiyaki confirms that it is. She got this based off of the poneglyphs in Alabasta all the way back when she took Crocodile down there. So turns out, turns out Crocodile was absolutely fucking right. That poneglyph did reveal the location of the Pluton. Jeez Louise. So, yeah, Pluton's real, and it exists on Wano, which explains a lot, to be honest. I thought about that, and I was like, well, the samurai don't seem to be, like, that crazy strong. It's weird that the government would, like, stay back from Wano and, like, allow it to be kind of this independent country for so long. And it makes sense. They have one of the ancient weapons on their side. So, pretty good. Pretty good twist. Meanwhile, we cut over to the excavation camp in Udon, where Luffy was actually imprisoned for a bulk of the arc. All of Kaido's remaining men are being impaled by weird tree things.
Vines.
Yeah, vines, I guess. King and Queen are impaled like King just gets stabbed on screen, like right in front of us. And Queen is getting like bled dry. These vines seem to be like drinking their blood. And we see, you know who it is. You know what time it is. It's Ryukugyu just down there kicking Queen while he's down, you know, like talking mad shit too, while also drinking a barrel of, I guess, booze with the other vine.
While also saying that they shit is mid.
Yeah, you Kaido pirates are mid. I cannot allow myself to be defeated by mids.
Which have mid-ass wine.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, guys. As the kids are saying these days, Green Bull is low diffin. King and Queen.
What's low diffin? I haven't heard that one yet. And I'm fairly on the TikToks. I'm up on the language.
All right. So not apparently, what low diff stands for is low difficulty. Meaning, like, he's defeating them with minimal effort.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
You know? So, I mean,
there's also solos.
In an impressive display of what's the word I'm looking for? Balancing? No.
Scaling.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. There's also
scaling.
You know, when someone can solo your entire verse.
Yeah. Ryukugyu is currently soloing the Beast Pirates verse right now.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
And he's not even worried. He's just like still like, this shit tastes like shit. He calls over to his buddies who are outside waiting outside of Wano, and he tells them to send a battleship over. And not to...
Doesn't he have swirly eyes? Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Did you say swirly?
No, he has swirly eyes? No, right?
No, he doesn't have swirly eyes.
So that was somebody else on the camera. Unless it was the snail's eye scrambled. Anyway. Yeah,
no, it was probably like just an effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, he tells him to send a fucking ship, but not to tell Akainu, aka Sakazuki, about it. He says, I love that guy's cut no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, you did good when I bring him this kid's head. He's not playing any games. They're going to have to go through him, I feel. This is not a Fujitora situation. Well, they'll have a friendly joust and they'll run away. I think this guy's serious. Meanwhile, at the Flower Capital, Luffy is at the top of this weird building thing, and he just yells out to the people. He says, listen up, everybody in the fucking alliance. We all fought together. Y'all fought hard. And that's when, we had this little moment where Momo flashes back to Luffy telling him not to tell Wano that he defeated Kaido because he doesn't want to be a hero. And that's very consistent with Luffy's character. He doesn't want to be known as the guy who saved people. Because that's not why he did it for, technically. He did it basically just because of Momo.
He's more bashful than Chopper, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Kid comes out of nowhere in the middle of all of this, and he tries to, like, hit Luffy or something. But Luffy's like, hey, Jackie, you're here. He grabs Eustace Kid and 2-page spread of Kampai, which is the toast that they actually promised that they do with everybody at the start of the Onigashima fight. That's the reason that they held off with Jinbei, is they're like, you know what? Before we swear Jinbei in, we should do this with everybody instead. And everybody goes Kampai, does the toast. Low key, I think like this conscripts everybody to Luffy's like fleet without him really knowing.
Yeah, is that what happened? They all shared the glass.
Mm-hmm. I think this technically
they all
counts.
pop that bottle together.
Yeah, they all pop that bottle together, and that's how you. That's how they do it in One Piece. If you pop bottles,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Post time skip, they get busy.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody's like partying. Everybody's having a great time. That's when Kid just like knocks off Luffy's arm, and he's like, "I came to eliminate you. Just look at this shit." And it reveals the new 4 Emperors of the Sea. The 2 we already know. We have Shanks and Blackbeard, new Emperor of the Sea, Monkey D. Luffy, and last but certainly not least, the new Warlord of the Sea, Buggy the Genius Jester. And the chapter ends with Ryugu-Q walking his way over to the flower capital. And
talking that good shit.
Yes.
Woo! He said, y'all niggas popping bottles? I'm about to pop this bottle too. What you talking about?
Oh, man. All right. Again, lots to talk about here. But let's start with you. Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
Oh, man. So, first of all, I'll have a rebuttal to your closing statements on the chapter, which was how Buggy is certainly not the least. I think this is like one of those rare times where that's absolutely the case.
Last but least.
Yes. At least in combat, I mean.
Last but absolutely least.
It's sad because like Buggy only has a good matchup against swordsmen. And none of these guys are swordsmen, like,
Shanks
I guess,
a little bit.
Fundamentally. I mean, sure, Shanks fights with a sword, but his combat is more swag than anything else, so...
That's true.
What can Buggy really do against that? I'm pretty sure, as a matter of fact, that's, like, super effective against Buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I really liked this chapter. It was It had nice little doses of hype and build up towards, next month when we get a new chapter.
Yeah.
And while also, giving us the usual One Piece traditional end of arc celebration. It's fun. And it could be boring on its own. But it's just the way Oda balances these things. He did it again. I'm thoroughly excited to see what Green Bull's about to do in Wano. I remember last week, I confidently was like, man, he's not gonna pull up to them and fight. He about to have a conversation with them. He's not about no war. Your man was flying in on a fucking leaf pedal like he was Deku Link from Majora's Mask. Shout out if you know that reference. But I disrespected him. And I disrespected the Deku Scrub Link because he's a dog too. Man, what did I say before? I was like, even if Luffy and Zoro didn't fight, like he can't take on all of Wano. I don't know, man. Maybe
he can.
Maybe he can. Yeah. Maybe he can.
Hey, here's the thing. I'll say this: like the Beast Pirates are all fucked up right now. To be fair,
for sure,
Luffy and everybody else are probably not 100% themselves. So, if there's any time to strike, maybe it's now.
Yeah. I think Luffy could beat him 1-on-1 at full strength. I mean, we don't really know. All right, this is the only. All right, I did not expect. Let me organize my thoughts. This was 7 days after the conflict. Granted. You're like you said, not 100%, but they're not, they're not like sickly and wounded. They're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're partying.
So King and Queen, and that, like King and Queen, they were probably okay. They probably had nursed their injuries and was trying to regroup and figure out what they was gonna do, and they got bodied, bro. So like, if Luffy was still actually hurt or he couldn't activate his, Gear 5 Monkey God mode, etc., etc., it's not looking good for Wano, man. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
It's not cool, Ryu Goku.
Before I do want to mention something that I didn't notice the first time reading.
What's that?
Look at that very last panel. Look at how he's walking, Ryukyu. Look at his.
Oh yeah,
you see the trail of flowers? I didn't notice that the first time around.
No. I one up you, bro. I don't know if you noticed. Why don't we go back to the beginning of the chapter?
Okay.
All the way. No, not the very beginning.
Yeah, where though?
To when they first pull up to the excavation camp.
Uh-huh.
Okay? There's like a pan out of the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see all of the plant life, bro?
Yeah.
Son, that's all him.
Damn.
Maybe that's Cat.
Maybe that's Cat, but that's, I mean, I'll take it. I think
that's Wano does has plant life. But it's because, you could see the flower and the mushroom in that corner. I thought that was him creating, I thought that was implying that he left all of that on his way there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, he blew up the whole site by himself just with raw power of plants.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy might be able to take on Hashirama. Ooh. Nah, maybe not. Oh, that's Cap. That might be Cap.
That might be Cap.
All right, that's my thoughts, bro. It was an incredible chapter.
Are you struggling the RGC?
Yeah, I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling. Can I give it some more thought?
Yeah, you could give us some time. We can move on to
at least the end of this. All right. Yeah, Brian. Do you have any thoughts or rebuttals to anything I said?
No. This is a pretty good chapter, honestly.
Of the week,
some pretty big bombs are dropped. We found out where Pluton is. We finally got to see Ryukyu. Like, it's just so many bomb drops, and then also this is the last chapter of the month, right? Like,
yeah.
So we're not going to be seeing One Piece for a while. So they gave us enough to like kind of think about. Like they gave us a lot to kind of digest for a month. Like, holy shit, Buggy's a fucking emperor. Like, it really makes you wonder what the fuck did he do to like accidentally get that? Like, because he didn't earn it for sure. We all know this, right? There's no way this guy actually earned becoming an emperor. Some shit happened, like the perfect domino chain of fucking events happened to make him a fucking emperor by accident.
Without doubt. Without doubt, bro. There's not a shadow doubt in my mind.
I wonder what the fuck is. At this point, Buggy might actually be fucking Pirate King before Luffy. At this rate,
he might fall into the
I can see him becoming Pirate King before Luffy.
Viable,
completely by accident. He's probably the man Roger is really waiting for, and we just don't know it yet.
Maybe that's why they laughed at Laugh Tale, is they saw
a clown.
It was like, it wasn't any of us. It's Buggy this whole time. We had him on our ship.
Sun God Buggy.
Yeah. With those. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts. There is still like one theory. Well, I didn't think that there was any theories, but there's actually one where people still think that Ryukyu could be Zoro's dad, but I doubt it now.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem like the type.
No.
He doesn't even look like he's from Wano either. Judging by his appearance and how he acts, for the most part, he doesn't seem like a Wano resident.
Mm-hmm.
Fujitora looks more like a Wano resident than he does. So, those are my thoughts.
Yo, man, his tattoo means double suicide at Death River. This guy's doing the most.
What does that mean, though? There has to be
That's
more meaning to that.
Brian, can
That's
you?
edgy.
Is that a haiku?
Yo, Brian, that was Brian's. Brian wants it tattooed like that now.
No.
Brian wants-
I mean, I can identify Edge if I ever heard it.
That's
so.
Edge.
Where you gonna get it tatted, bro? The same place?
Yes. He's gonna get it.
Respectable.
He's gonna get it tatted
Which
on his.
side of Edge River?
He's gonna get it tatted on his heart because that's where his
Yes.
soul resides.
I'll go with you, Brian. I'm not gonna get it, but I'll go with you, bro, for support.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I mean, I love this chapter as well. Lots of stuff just casually dropped here, but still like just a little sprinkle. Even the revelation that Pluton's on Wano felt like just a little sprinkle in comparison to like everything else that's been going on with Ryukyu and Luffy becoming officially known as a warlord now by the world. Right. The buggy thing is so funny. It's so funny to witness the buggy thing because that's the thing. I mentioned to you guys in the group chat that I was spoiled. This is what I was spoiled about. Was that Buggy became an emperor. That's what people dropped on me, which I was fucking furious.
Did you hate your life?
Dude, I was so mad. I gotta delete TikTok off my shit because people have people have no
like move I don't know, man.
People have no shame. They'll just straight up like the guy I saw. The first thing he said, and I'm swiping. I have no control over what I see next. I just see, well, Buggy's a Yonko now. I'm like, fuck.
He does. Remember when he said that? Yonko.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Oh, I had wanted to respond to something you said. Only I can remember what.
Oh, well, I'll keep
Luffy
officially being a warlord now.
Before that?
Not warlord, but the Pluton being dropped, feeling only like a little sprinkle.
Okay, yes. All right. It just occurred to me that Pluton may be a person as well, like Shirahoshi was.
Well, they confirmed it a couple times that it's a ship because Frankie has the blueprints.
It's
Look at us trying to build theories of our own.
It's not because my theory was wrong, but because I sounded like a fucking idiot. I forgot. All right, it's a boat.
It's a boat. It's a big boat. It's a big death boat. You know, so just a boat with really strong weapons. It's
on
a big, strong boat that can't be defeated or destroyed. It's
well,
like
where is it? Is the island Pluto?
You think Wano is Pluton
itself? Maybe it moves.
What if Zunisha's Pluton?
That's what I'm saying. Duh. Yeah.
Well, you can't build Zunisha unless Zunisha's a robot.
Maybe it's armor for Zunisha.
It's not.
I'm getting like Diddy on the back type of situation. That's what I'm getting. Like Fortress, yo. That's what
well, technically, you know, people see it as a ship. Frankie's the only one who really knows what it looks like because he's seen the blueprints. Him and
he just never mentioned like, yo, by the way, guys, Pluto looks like this and that.
They don't need to know. They're not after them. Right? No.
What an asshole.
In theory, he could be like, that's Pluton, all right. Frankie could identify Pluton.
Imagine he's like, oh yeah, Luffy, BT Dubs, we're on Pluton right now.
This is Pluton, by the way. No, who knows?
All of this.
That's crazy that it's on there, but that's like one of the sprinklings, you know, it's weird. It's such a long-standing thing in the series that two fights have been, like, Pluton has two whole arcs revolved around it, with Alabasta and the CP9 arc, the Enies Lobby arc. The whole thing was about getting Pluton, and it's just right there.
Via Robin?
Yeah, via either Robin or Frankie's blueprints.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way. So yeah, more thoughts. One thing. Oh, okay. I was just thinking about the discourse around Buggy being a Yonko now. It is really funny to see people react to that because a lot of people are like low key annoyed. And I'm like, you haven't been reading One Piece for very long, have you? It's like ever since Marineford, that's the gag that Buggy.
Yeah, this has been built up. Yeah,
yeah, that Buggy just has failed upward for the longest time, and it's really made him one of my favorite parts of this series. Maybe not one of my favorite characters, but every time Buggy fails upward, it just makes me smile. Just because it's so stupid.
It's interesting. It's like a dose of chaos, you know? But a different kind of chaos from like Blackbeard.
Yeah, and I love it because it's such an emblematic thing of how people are starting to overthink One Piece a lot. Because a lot of people are trying to justify Buggy in a very deep and plot-driven way, which I don't think is wrong, per se. But, come on. Like, this is the whole thing. There's like a theory surrounding Buggy that he's playing the long game and that he's acting weak this whole time to like get further ahead, in the pirating world, which I don't know how much I buy. I think Oda really just likes putting Buggy in these increasingly compromising situations, and because it's just funny.
Where he's bound to, like fuck the pack up.
That if he gets pressed a little bit, he'll be squashed. He'll get his shit pushed in by everybody he's holding company with. So
I've seen fan art of Buggy versus Luffy, and Buggy's using Advanced Conqueror's hockey.
Well, what's really funny is that like it could be a possibility that Buggy's gotten a little stronger since the time skip. It's not impossible.
That's the doubt, though.
But I think like he's still supposed to be. Whatever happened with Buggy, because I forget who was after him when the admirals descended upon his fucking his pirate business, but something happened there. I think when they tried to get him, he fucked them up so bad with his, because he has a fleet himself. Buggy technically has a fleet, So of people who used to be in Impel Down, and probably a ton more people who like joined him after hearing it. So, yeah, something happened there. I think like his people fucked people up so bad that like he just got all the credit for it. And
he's got like a real gangster crew. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's just taking the credit for it. Honestly, I love it so much, and I wish it wasn't spoiled for me because what a fucking great twist. Because I wasn't even thinking about it the whole time. We were like, maybe they'll just like exclude Luffy because they don't want people to know about the Nika situation, so they'll give it to Eustace and Law. But no, it's just Buggy.
Right, I thought it was gonna be Law Kid too, but they I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah. I was expecting one of them, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, just another theoretical L that we've taken on this show, but it's all right. The actuality thing has brought me so much more joy, so I'm very excited about it. It's so sad that we won't be seeing One Piece for a month, but it'll be a good thing to have because July 24th is like a couple days after my birthday, so it's a little like a nice little birthday present for Oda to come back on my birthday week.
Do that.
I appreciate it. But yeah, that's all of my thoughts. I can't wait. We're getting into the final phase of One Piece. I expect full months of chapters for at least 3 months, Oda. If you're going to make us wait 1 month for the next one. Unless you really need a break, then take the break. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. Great chapter. Not my RGC, you may have noticed. But very good. Very, very good chapter. Very close. Probably my second. It does win the audience, but RGC, but it is tied with another series. So,
oh wow!
So I'll give it.
So technically, I can't record the vote for the audience this week.
But
that's kind of how I do it. If it's tied, it's a neutral.
Yeah. That being said, I will give it the drop.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
It deserves.
I don't know what it's tied with. Actually, I know what it's tied with.
You don't know what it's tied with. You don't.
Then that means I do know. Well, let's see.
You'll find out.